Reaction pours in as Premier Doug Ford confirms plans to call a snap election in Ontario. And political experts and opposition leaders agree. This calculated move from the Premier shows he's thinking about his party first.
And I will do whatever it takes to protect the people of Ontario, in turn, because we're the engine of Canada, protecting all Canadians. We will not back down.
At a press conference Friday, Ford confirmed plans to call a provincial election as early as next Wednesday, citing U.S. President Donald Trump's 25% tariff threat on all Canadian goods as the reason behind the move.
I'll be seeing the Lieutenant Governor on Tuesday. We need a mandate from the people to fight against Donald Trump's tariffs, the attack he's coming against our families, our businesses, our communities. And with a strong mandate, we will be able to fight with Donald Trump to make sure we stop the tariffs and make sure that we give certainty to the people of Ontario.
Political expert Shayna Almeida says calling an early election is a very smart political strategy for Ford, but for the province and for the country, it's not necessary.
When I saw the press conference and saw the use of the words protect and attack and our families, our businesses, fight against. These are ways to mobilize people around particular causes. When you use these fear-mongering tactics and you call an election, you're kind of saying that you're calling an election because your party would go to the ends of the earth for Ontarians and for Canadians in a way that the other parties wouldn't.
His opponents weigh in, saying it's clear as day that the Premier is only looking out for himself.
Doug Ford has a majority government, so he can pretty much do whatever he wants. And the next election isn't scheduled till June of 2026. He has a very strong mandate right now, and I will say that all the opposition parties have told him that we will support whatever stimulus package is necessary in the province of Ontario.
NDP leader Marit Stiles says Ford thinks he can con Ontarians with an early election to escape his record.
They're not going to forget the last 7 years and what it's meant to them. They're not going to forget the Greenbelt scandal, the fact that he's under RCMP criminal investigation. And I think at the end of the day, they're also not going to trust him to negotiate on their behalf for good deals because he's shown over and over again that he can't get a good deal for the life of him.
And Ontario's Greens leader, Mike Schreiner, released a statement Friday that reads, in part, Doug Ford is putting his job before your job. He cares more about saving his own job than he does about bringing costs down or making your life better. The call for snap election comes more than a year ahead of schedule, with the next provincial election originally set for June of 2026. President Trump has said that 25% tariffs on all Canadian goods could be implemented as early as February 1st. In the meantime, Ontarians head to the polls on February 27th in an election that Crombie says could cost voters about $175 million. At Queen's Park, Rhianne Campbell, City News.